This has been a big topic on the show all week. And look, we were just talking about a similar thing with Baker Mayfield and the Browns. So, Nico, when you look at this situation, what goes into what are the considerations here in deciding whether to play Dak?
Well, Dak said it, cautious. You got to be cautious about this situation because the calf is a funny, weird thing. Sometimes it can linger. Sometimes you can have another injury on top of that. We've seen that in the past. So you really have to take care of it. And if Dak does play, then I'm not really worried about it. I think that the team will put him in the best position because he is their future. And if they want to go into the playoffs deep, they're going to have Dak. So if he doesn't play, I think they're doing the right decision and making sure it's all the way healed to where you don't have a setback and then you miss more time. So if he plays, I'm not worried about it. If he doesn't play, I think they're being cautious.
RC, if he's in this game, are you going to be worried about him?
Say it again, Dan.
I say if he is in this game, are you going to be worried about him injuring his calf again?
Yeah, well, I think so. And, you know, they're going to make the best decision that they could possibly make. But you worry about him because of how much he matters to the Dallas Cowboys, because I watched him limp off of the field against the New England Patriots, and it didn't look good. Dak Prescott didn't look to me like a dude who was going to be healthy very soon. And Rob said it. You know, sometimes the calf muscle or the calf injuries could linger, and you don't want this to be something that's affecting Dak Prescott late in the season. And his injury history, or recent injury history, has to matter to you. You have to think about the ankle, and obviously the shoulder isn't related, but that was another injury, and now you get the calf. Protecting Dak Prescott and having him for the stretch run of this football season should be the Dallas Cowboys' #1 priority. And I think if this one game allows him to get healthy enough to where you don't really have to worry about this calf throughout the rest of the season, then you have to make the smart decision. But sometimes it's about winning football games, and if your quarterback or your guy says, I can go, I can protect myself, I can play, a lot of times you want to get him out there. So they're going to have to be smart, have to be cautious, but if Dak is out there, I'm absolutely going to worry.
You know, when he did injure that ankle last year, they struggled on offense. So I'm wondering if he did, it's hypothetical, we don't know what they're going to do. RC, if he has to miss this game, are this year's Cowboys in better shape to win games without him than last year's were?
You know what? They seem better on defense, but if you really look at it, they're still giving up the yardage, just about turning the football over. And so I don't believe that they're better situated because I think last year you had a better backup in Andy Dalton. This isn't a team that's prepared to win without Dak Prescott. This isn't a playoff team without Dak Prescott. It's a team that's going to struggle moving the football the same way we saw last year. They'll be able to run it a little bit better, but think about the change in defensive philosophy when playing this team when Dak Prescott isn't the quarterback. I'm going to stack the box. There will be no Tony Pollard. There will be no Ezekiel Elliott. I'm going to make you win it on the outside. And right now, they don't have the backup quarterbacks to do that. And so is it to be smart and maybe not necessarily forfeit this game, but try to win this game without Dak Prescott? Or do you want to even think about having to win 6 or 7 or 8 games later in the season without him? Because I believe that's impossible.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.